Puskar out front underneath. 6'3.5". Rob Montgomery, 6'4", there on Hogue.
Hey, thank you. Good luck to you and the Jackets here at Geneva College tonight.
Thank you, Frank.
12.3 assists a ball game and 3 steals, also averaging point-wise a little better than 7 points a game. Darren Walls, the other guard, leading scorer on the team, averaging 15.5 points a game. Couple that with 2.3 steals, you've got a nice freshman guard. Darren Walls also the leading shooter in District 18, averaging 62% from the floor coming into tonight. Theron Hogue along the back line, 7.4 rebounds and 9 points a ball game. Rich Puskar, 15 points a ball game, and Rob Montgomery, 9 points a ball game. Montgomery, of course, a freshman along with Walls. Hogue and Puskar are juniors. McConnell, the only senior.
And that means Barnes can make service after the sale not just a slogan, but a guarantee. Right now, all Whirlpool appliances in Barnes inventory are specially priced for clearance. That means you can own the best for less. Save big on a new range, refrigerator, washer, or dryer. And even though these Whirlpool appliances are priced low for clearance, Barnes will still deliver them free. And you can even take advantage of Barnes' easy payment terms. Why buy a new appliance anywhere else when it costs no more to buy from number one? Barnes Furniture and Appliance, Route 188 at Bill George Drive in Waynesburg. Barnes are open Friday nights until 9.
Geneva double teaming McConnell after a Geneva shot.
Yes, they have. They just go right past McConnell for a three-quarter court pass, and it's a slam dunk. No defense back. They double team Tim to stop the outlet pass, and so they just go right over that and right to the man in the scoring area.
Now Geneva with the basketball following their timeout. They go top of the key now into the paint. Stolen away by Waynesburg. Ahead to Walls. Walls up, no good, but he's fouled. Darren going for the slam was grabbed as he went up. He's okay. He didn't good work the towel work on the outside. Now goes to Darasol. Darasol, nothing there, so he goes back to the towel top of the key. Again, Darasol in the corner on the left side. Bounce pass back outside, and again, it's a little pitch and catch game over there. Now Darasol goes cross court to the other way to Cool, and he draws a whistle, and they got a foul called against Waynesburg.
Darren Walls on the grab that time. It'll be inbounded by the Golden Tornadoes, the team third of the first half. 14-17 remaining. The Jackets leading 14-6.
No, it's 16-4.
I'm sorry. That's close. Well, we got the numbers right, John. A lot of fours and sixes. 16-4.
We can't box the score, though. You got to play it straight all the way.
That's right.
All right, outside, whether it is the foul, top of the key for Geneva. Looks into the lane, nothing there. Now has to move it over on the left side. Now back over to Fosnot, down along the baseline. Darasol. Darasol drives, puts it up, no good. Rebound, Waynesburg. That's Hogue to pull it down. Outlet to McConnell. Long pass to Puskar, lays it up and in. McConnell hit Puskar with a half-court pass, and Rich there with the money end of it, right up and in.
That's 6 for Rich, and he looks good.
18-4 Jackets. Geneva shot way outside, no good. Rebound, Fosnot up good. He's fouled.
Possible three-point play, and I think Rob Montgomery picked up the personal. Fosnot gets it.
Rebound, Walls, Waynesburg. Fast break, up to Walls, up, no good. Rebound, Theron Hogue, turnaround, jumper, good.
Theron's having a great game, just super. He was player of the week, or player of the game against West Liberty in Monday night's game.
And here's Geneva, low post to Fosnot, turnaround shot, no good, but a whistle before the shot. We'll get a foul in the play.
Rob Montgomery, his second. So the Jackets,
Fosnot up and in. He has all 8 of Geneva's points, and it's 20-8 Waynesburg. Here comes McConnell, fourth court. McConnell working the point, goes to Puskar in the corner, now to Montgomery. Montgomery back out to McConnell, long pass to down low. Now it goes to Theron Hogue. Hogue can't get a shot. Back to Puskar. Right back to Theron baseline. Back to Walls on the outside. Starts in. Pulls up. Dumps it off to Theron Hogue. Drives the baseline. Puts it up. Oh, and it's good. Went right over Puskar, who's got a nice screen for him. And T has a half dozen. It's 22-8.
Nice balanced attack by the Jackets. The Golden Tornadoes just can't single out any player, which is something that the Jackets are very strong in, balanced attack.
Fosnot has it deep in the corner on the left side for Geneva. Comes back to the towel. Now cross court he goes the other way to Cool. Cool back to the point guard around to Bradbury once again. Now almost a steal by Theron Hogue. Natal tracks it down, goes along the baseline. Jumper from the side, cool, no good. Rebound Walls, outlet to McConnell. McConnell into fourth court off the break. Goes to Theron Hogue, no good. Followed, no good by Walls. Rebound pulled down by Natal for Geneva. Fast break the other way. Coast to coast, Natal lays it up and in.
Good move that time, Natal. The defense was on him, but he really put a great move on.
Finally, somebody besides Fosnot has scored for Geneva, and they trail by 12, 22-10. Waynesburg on the attack into the corner. Theron Hogue back to McConnell. McConnell into the foul lane. Dips, dishes it off to Theron Hogue. Shot up and good. Theron now suddenly has 8 in his basketball game. And is 24-10.
And Evans gets the bomb squad up. He has a Rod Bomb.
All right. Bradbury also set to go back in. Shot up good by Geneva. That's Darasol. And a foul called on the play. Darasol will be at the line with a chance for a three-pointer.
And I'm sorry to say, Montgomery's picked up his third. So right now by assistant coach Larry Marshall. Now Clark comes in for Montgomery.
All right.
He leaves Puskar in the game. Puskar has 2 fouls and he's played hard in the first 9 minutes.
Darasol misses the three-point play. Rebound Hogue, Waynesburg. Outlet to McConnell. Long pass, baseline Walls. Can't get in. He's cut off. Has to bring it back out with a dribble. Now goes to McConnell. Way out near midcourt. And he'll bring it out to the point to set something up. McConnell fakes. Goes to Walls. Walls with a jumper. No. Rebound. Darasol for Geneva. Outlet to Natal. Natal pulls up on the fast break and goes cross court along the baseline. Now high post Darasol. Back outside Fosnot. He hits from 18 feet. Lee Fosnot, first man into double digits tonight. He has 10. And it's a 24-14 basketball game. Jackets lead. We're down to 10:55 left to play in the first half. Waynesburg, Puskar, jumper, no. Rebound, pulled down by Waynesburg, by Wall. Clark ahead to Hogue. Theron, jumper, no good. Rebound out of bounds. Walls touched it last for Waynesburg. So it's going to be Geneva basketball.
They're going to call a foul over the back.
Whoa. Is that right?
Good call. Great call that time. Richie Ryan. And the foul will be on Clifton Darasol and his first, team third.
So the Jackets will inbound it from the baseline following the foul, and they do so with the pass ball outside to Puskar. He shovels it off to McConnell. Will bring it down near midcourt, and they'll set up a play once again. McConnell starts it, top of the key, pulls up, takes the jumper, goes to Puskar. He starts inside, pulls up, goes back around the horn to Walls, into the corner to Clark. Clark, high post to Theron Hogue, and he's fouled. Darasol got it as Theron Hogue started the turnaround jumper.
His second, team fourth.
So 2 quick ones on their big guy. Side if they're into the floor. McConnell takes the long one-hander, no good. Rebound Theron Hogue, puts it back up and in.
And he took it to the hoop. It wasn't a fadeaway. It was to the hoop, the rebound. Great move.
26-14 Waynesburg. A little better than 10 minutes left to play here in the first half. Natal working the point for Geneva, goes to Darasol, turnaround jumper, good. Darasol, nice move on that particular play. He has 4, and it's 26-16.
He faked left and went right into the paint and had a clear shot.
As McConnell brings it into forecourt, he goes to Puskar, now deep into the corner on the right side to Terry Clark, back to McConnell. He goes into the foul circle to Walls, takes a jumper, no good. Rebound Puskar up and in. Puskar with the tap in at his 28-16. Puskar has 8 so far tonight.
Well, the boards are being controlled offensively by the Jackets, and it's paying off.
Geneva from the side, good. That is Kurt Poole, his first bucket of the night. Waynesburg, long pass off the inbound play, going for the fast break. Pass was too long for Walls to handle. Went out of bounds, and now Geneva with a chance to cut the Waynesburg lead to 8. Samuels into the ball game as Puskar comes out with 2 personal fouls. He'll get a rest. So it's Samuels, Clark, and Theron Hogue along the back line. Walls and McConnell, the guards for the Jackets, halfway through the first half. Here comes Geneva into forecourt. Natal goes into the corner again from the side. One-hander, no good. Rebound, foul called. I believe Theron Hogue. Led to McConnell. Jackets, fast break. McConnell into the lane. Goes, puts it up, coast to coast, no good. Follow good. Derek Samuels just checks in and puts it in. 30-18. McConnell moves some people around, goes back to Hogue in the corner. On the right, back to McConnell. McConnell to the top of the key to Walls. He takes the jumper. Good. They left Darren Walls all alone. And bingo, Darren's in the double figures with 10.
Percentage shooter, 62%, I believe.
Yep. Leading shooter in District 18 from the floor, 62%. McConnell, the best foul shooter in the district, 90%.
It's nice to see the Jackets leading divisions and things like that.
Yep, there's a shot up and good by Geneva from down underneath. A good power move there by Doug Bradbury. And that's his first bucket of the night. And it's back to a 10-point basketball game. And Lee Fosnot gets ready to check back in for the Golden Tornado. Here's the Waynesburg lobbing it underneath the Clark, up and in. It's an alley-oop, kind of a half alley-oop, is out of the corner of his eye. McConnell saw Clark floating free on the baseline, lobbed it in there to him, and then Clark with one dribble pumped it up and in, and a timeout Waynesburg. Takes into the lane, back out to the towel, fakes the jumper from the top of the circle, and now we'll again go to Daresall. Daresall from way outside, puts it up, no good, follow Fosnot, no good, rebound Waynesburg. Clark clears it to Samuels. Samuels long pass, Walls, drive, shoots, good! Aaron Walls with a dozen off the assist from Samuels that time. How about that?
Samuels, a high pass, it stretched Darren out, all he could stretch to get it, and he's such an athlete that he just regained his composure and laid it right in.
Now it's a 14-point basketball game as Geneva goes to work. Trailing 36-22 to Towel from the top of the circle. No good. Rebound. Hogue, Waynesburg once again. Hogue having a great ball game on the board. Ahead to McConnell. McConnell into forecourt between the legs. Top of the circle. Pulls up. Baseline. Clark up and good. That's the second time now they left Terry Clark all alone. Kind of like the lonesome end there floating along the baseline. And both times McConnell's caught it. Hit him with a perfect pass.
Timmy's super on the assist.
38-22. Jackets lead. Here's Fosnot in the corner for Geneva. Back out around the horn he goes now. Into the corner to Bradbury. Ball knocked away from Bradbury by Theron Hogue. Theron Hogue goes flying into some doors at the far end of the gym. I thought he was going to end up in the street there for a moment as the doors opened up, but he's okay.
Yeah, Theron, what a defensive player he is, and now he's working the boards over against guys 6'10" in there, Fosnot.
He told us last night his goal is eventually to improve his rebounding. He'd like to be near the top in District 18 in rebounding. Right now he's 8th.
That time he committed his second personal foul on the throw-in, so going to the line for the Golden.
Samuels pulls it down. Clears it to McConnell. McConnell long pass. Theron Hogue. No, he missed the layup. Rebound Fosnot for Geneva. And he'll outlet it to Natilli, and they'll just trot it over the timeline, try to set something up as the Jackets are back quickly on defense in their 2-3 zone. Geneva working the perimeter of it. The towel works into the corner to Bradbury. Now long pass the other way to Cool. Now Natal again into the lane. Fosnot, he draws a foul. Derek Samuels hits him, and Fosnot will go to the
Theron. And that's the third there. So if you're counting fouls, Theron Hogue with 3, Montgomery with 3, Puskar 2, Samuels 1, and Darren Walls 1.
And again, Fosnot goes to the line with a chance for the 1-1. It is on the way, and it's good. I believe that's the first foul shot Geneva's made tonight. Isn't that right?
Exactly right.
They've had quite a few attempts.
That's 1 for 6.
Wow. Fosnot now will get the bonus, and if it goes through, he'll have an even dozen. And Geneva will pull back with it 14, and all that happens. It comes through at the Zini Hall, and it's 38-22. Puskar back in for the Yellow Jackets. As Theron Hogue sits down with 3 fouls. So it's Samuels, Clark, Collins, McConnell, and Puskar for Waynesburg. Collins pass into the lane to Samuels, knocked away. Natal up with the loose ball for Geneva. Drives, puts it up, no good, but he's fouled.
Tim's got a good piece of him right about the foul line and picked up by Ed Manning. So
4 this evening, 38-26. 5:15 left to play in the first half. McConnell walks it over the timeline now and moves some people around. Moves over on the right side, goes to Collins, deep in the corner now to Clark on the right. Clark looks into the lane, nothing there, back around to Puskar. Puskar to Collins once again, this time on the left side. Now top of the key, McConnell takes the jumper. Now goes with a pass to Puskar from the side, no good. Rebound taken by Natal, for Geneva, and he's got a fast break of his own into the lane, coast to coast, lays it up, no good, foul called charging.
Good play that time. Defense, Rick Puskar, who took a chance. It was a bang-bang play. That would have been his third, but it wasn't. It was on the tail. He had charging foul. So great defensive play, Rick Puskar.
That'll be team foul number 5 on Geneva. 4:45 left to play in the first half. Here's McConnell again into the lane, pulls up, foul line jumper, no, followed, no, rebound, Clark, shot up, good.
Harry Clark, what a sixth man. He comes in and ignites. And down on the floor, Fosnot looks like ankle.
Lee Fosnot in considerable pain under the he left to play in the first half. Jackets on top, 40-26. Waynesburg has led throughout the game, and we're getting underway. Let's check the new man in at center, and that is Dan Torrance, a freshman, 6'7", from a place called East Palestine, and that is not in the Mideast.
Lebanon?
Yeah. All right, from Lebanon High School. No, that's not right. Turnaround jumper, no good by Geneva Palestine player. Dan Torrance put it up, and we get a foul called on the play.
It's going to be on Derso.
That's a great on it.
Yes, it is.
So the woes continue to mount for Mark Evans. His 6'10" center is on the floor with a bum ankle. And now his other big man has picked up his third personal foul, and he's trailing by 14 points. Here's Waynesburg. Samuels, low post shot, good. Derek Samuels has 4 tonight.
Excellent move by Samuels. Didn't get in the paint, so he had to go an extra foot or two for the shot, but put it in.
Geneva again into the corner, and again the long one-hander by Kuhl is no good. The rebound, Collins, stolen away by Geneva. They go to Natal on the outside, up and in. Natal off the glass has 6, and it's 42-28.
Natal's a class player. He's I believe a senior.
Yeah. Okay, here's the Waynesburg again. Clark has it in the corner on the right side. High post to Samuels, ball stolen away. Samuels' pocket is picked by Kuhl. They go into forecourt. They go to Natal, the senior, fakes the jumper. Now we'll bring it back outside. Looks like he was going to take a move and then go up, fake his man up into the air. Didn't do that. Went back outside. Now they go to Kuhl. Cross court. Here's the shot up, no good. Tap, no good. Rebound, Dersoff, good.
Well, that time the Tornadoes crashed the boards and they got away with it. Dersoff. Kevin Lee in the lineup for Tim McConnell.
12-point lead for the Yellow Jackets as they break the press into forecourt. Low post, Samuel, shot no good. Rebound taken by Clark, and he's hammered. Clark will go to the line to shoot, undoubtedly. Well, I shouldn't say that. Maybe. They're going to call it the other way.
They called a turnover.
All right, no foul. They're going to call walking, I guess, on Clark. I thought he was forced into that by being hammered going for the rebound. But nevertheless, with a 12-point lead, the Jackets drop back on defense. As Frank pointed out, Kevin Lee in at point guard to finish up the half as McConnell is on the bench. And Geneva has 6 team fouls, so one more will put the bonus in both ways. Here's Natal with the basketball at the forecourt. And the senior from Newcastle moves it on the right side, goes over there to Mashmere, and a shot up, no good. Rebound, Waynesburg ahead to Lee, stolen away in backcourt. Lee had his pocket checked that time by Mashmere, and now to Natal. Natal baseline, shot up, no, yes, good.
Off the roll that time, John. A big hop and a bump and a went in. Here comes Puskar on the break.
On the break, Rich Puskar, double team, draws some contact, and a personal foul. Rich Puskar will go to the line.
Foul on Mashmere.
I guess that's Mersheimer, isn't it?
Oh, well, I guess so. It is Mersheimer. Yes, it is. Mersheimer.
Mersheimer from Laurel High School.
That's in Newcastle.
Now they say it's Mersheimer.
Okay.
It's Mershimer. Mersheimer. It's easy for them to say. Mersheimer. Puskar, which isn't too easy to say either without popping your P in the microphone, puts the first one through, and he'll be at double digits if he makes the next.
That's only the third free throw for the Jackets in the first half, and they're perfect.
Puskar makes the second one. That kind of hung on the rim for a while and then went down. Good roll, 44-32 the score.
Chris Green checks in the lineup for Rick Puskar. So the Jackets, with 2:16 remaining, are leading 44-32.
And the entire starting lineup's on the bench. It's Lee and Collins out front. Then we have Clark, Samuels, and Green along the back line for the Yellow Jackets. Here's Geneva on the attack, and it's into the corner to Cool, back out to the towel, top of the key. They'll go across court to Merschmeyer. And now high post to Bradbury. Can't get a shot off, has to bring it back outside. They get it to the point guard in Towel. And that's his first bucket of the night. And it's 46-38. And the foul on the inbounds play.
That's on Bob and the Towel.
All right. Geneva has been applying some backcourt pressure of late and going for the steal off of Kevin Lee. The Towel picks up the personal foul. He'll go to the bench. Matter of fact, he's going right to the left. I think in the locker room. No, he's not. Go to the original cast. Lee makes the second one, and now the entire starting lineup returns. There's 5 guys in, 5 guys out. And as we said, the original cast will finish up the first half. Jackets on top by 10, 48-38.
Very unexpected move by Rudy Mauricio.
Well, he has a couple of Theron Hogue there with 3,
Yeah.
Puskar with 2. If they're not careful, they may
Montgomery with 3.
So if they're not careful, they may pick up one useless foul, or senseless foul, I should say, in the last 30 seconds of this game. Okay, here's Geneva. They're apparently going to play for the last shot, and they're working away on the outside with the basketball over there is Cool. Also working outside with Bradbury as the Towel has come out with 3 personal fouls. Cool, the freshman, has come in to play point guard. Now with 10 seconds to go, Cool directs some traffic. Now goes to Bradbury. Bradbury to the baseline. 5 seconds to go. The ball is stripped away. It goes flying out of bounds. It'll be Geneva's ball with 4 seconds left on the clock.
And they have a throw-in under their own basket, so possible inbounds play. So watch for that sleeper. Here it is.
A outside to Bradbury. Bradbury, 1 second to go. Stolen by McConnell at the buzzer. He fires and misses. McConnell stole it right at the Geneva foul line and had the sense and the quickness of mind to put the ball up immediately, and he beat the buzzer, but the 70-foot shot was nowhere near going in. So that is the end of the first half with the score. Waynesburg 48, Geneva 38. We'll be back in 3 minutes after we take this 3-minute timeout.
Don't let old man winter invade your home or business this winter and steal your heat. Winterize now. You'll find everything you need at Wayne Lumber Company in West Waynesburg to complete your winterizing job. Keep your heat in with a new roof of Owens Corning roof shingles and insulation. Keep out those cold winter winds with Stanley steel doors and Anderson windows that are sure.
McConnell in with 2 points, 1 field goal, and 1 personal foul for the Yellow Jackets. Darren Walls in with 12 points, 2 for 2 from the charity stripe, and 1 personal foul. Theron Hogue, he's in with 3 personal fouls, but he has 10 points, all from the floor. Rick Puskar, 2 personal fouls, 10 points. He has 4 field goals and 2 free throws. Perfect 2 for 2. Rob Montgomery did not score, John, and a real turnaround for that young man who has really been hot for the Yellow Jackets, and he has accrued 3 personal fouls in the first half. Terry Clark, 6 points, picking up the slack in that department, and they're all from the floor, has not committed a foul. Chuck Collins did not score. Derek Samuels in with 6 points. He's 2 for 2 from the line and 2 field goals. Chris Green did not score, has 1 personal foul, and Kevin Lee in with 2 for 2 from the free throw line and 2 points. For the Jackets, 48 points in the first half. They shot a perfect 6 for 6 from the free throw line.
Okay, the score now. He goes to the top of the key, and he puts it up and hits. But now with a quick jumper to the top of the circle. He's in the double digits with 10. Waynesburg quickly in the forecourt. Push guard to the baseline. Ball knocked out of bounds from behind. And last touch by Geneva. The Jackets will inbound it from the baseline.
Well, the Tornadoes didn't wait long at all. They scored very quickly.
Waynesburg inbounds it way outside the walls. Back to McConnell. Down low to Theron Hogue. He pumps, shoots, no good, and traveling call.
Theron took about 2 extra pumps that time, and the pivot foot moved, and Ed Manning calling the travel.
So here's Geneva all of a sudden with a chance to cut the lead to 6. Hello, as we start the second half. They go on the outside to Bradbury. Now down low in the corner to Derso. Derso back out to Bradbury from the towel over on the left. High post to Dersol. Shot up good. Dersol with a power move and a shot to the road. He has 10. Look out. It's 48-42 Waynesburg. Jackets in the forecourt to Walls along the baseline. Fakes the drive. Goes back to McConnell. McConnell into the corner to Theron Hogue. Back to Timmy. Timmy starts inside. Pulls up into the lane. Montgomery. Turnaround shot. No good. Rebound taken by Geneva. Cleared it back court to the towel. Long pass in the forecourt. It comes to Cool. Puts it up. Good. First Cool hit. And now it's 48-44. 6 unanswered points by Geneva to start the second half. Here's Waynesburg. Puskar back to McConnell to the foul line. Pulls back and pops and hits. McConnell hits the jumper from the top of the circle. And it's 50-44.
Nice little flip by Timmy. Perfect shot. Good form.
Geneva once again now working deliberately around the perimeter of the zone. Now they get it into the high post. Dersol puts it up and hits. He's getting hot to start the second half. He's the guy that's going to have to carry the load with the big guy, Fosnot, on the bench with a bad ankle. Waynesburg, Theron Hogue, fall away jumper. Theron has 12 tonight. 52-46 Waynesburg. Scoring hot and heavy as we start the second half.
Not much defense being played. It's a transition game now, half-court game in.
Dersol down to the baseline, puts it up over Montgomery and hits. Dersol has 3 straight baskets to start the second half, and it's 52-48, 4-point basketball game, 17:54 to play.
Derosol's not fast, but what he does is he works himself in position. He's not overly quick, but tough defense. He's very wide.
Now, timeout, Rudy Marisa, 17:45. Mark Evans all smiles as the Golden Tornadoes come to see him at the bench. 17:45 left to play in the game. Waynesburg 52, Geneva 48. We'll be back in a minute.
Bill and Irma Rowland of Bartoletti's Restaurant in Fredericktown would like to thank you for your patronage over the past 4 decades. One look at their vast menu, and it's easy to see what makes Bartoletti special. Over 100 items, including delicious Italian dishes made with their own pasta. For a sandwich or a full meal, from 11 a.m. till midnight, stop by Bartoletti's Restaurant, Route 88 in Fredericktown, your special restaurant.
Almost any day, your appetite is safe. You've got a restaurant.
Halsey waits for McConnell to come outside, shovels it off to him, and the senior sets it in motion on the left. Now forces one into the lane. The pass is deflected, but we get a foul called in the play.
Kurt Cool that time fouling Timmy McConnell, who seniored him that time, sucked him right in and made the pass and the follow-through right into Cool. Nice play, Timmy McConnell. Cool freshman.
So Waynesburg leading by 4 will inbound it from the other side, right in front of Rudy Marisa on the Waynesburg bench, and they go to Walls again. He'll wait for the point guard to come out. McConnell takes charge. McConnell looks down low for a pass, nothing there. Goes cross-court to Puskar. Into the corner to Theron Hogue. Back out to McConnell. McConnell, long pass to Walls. Walls, jumper, good. Darren Walls, 16 points. And it's 54-48.
Well, Geneva's packing in now in their zone defense and playing the boards, and Darren Wells will bring them out with a few of those.
Charles Hawthorne, I noticed, sitting over across the way, watching the action from the bench. Geneva goes down low, shot up good by Dan Torrance, the 6'7" center, the second-string center, as his first bucket of the night. It's 54-50 Waynesburg.
Fosnot's on the bench. He was injured with 4:30 remaining. Both shoes on, no ice.
Here's Montgomery driving into the lane, just stripped of the basketball. It goes flying. Geneva up with a loose ball, and the towel coming the other way. Chance to come within 2 with a bucket here. The towel says hold everything, puts up the 5 fingers, sets it in motion. They go on the left side. Now low post, down low, and a foul called. Curtin Cool fouled as they got him in the low post, and somebody from Waynesburg got him in the back.
Here's Puskar picking up his third, and Montgomery not having a good game. Rob's going to take a seat. Coming in, Derek Samuels, and hope he can pick up the slack, where Rob just not having one of his better games. He's had 2 super games right in a row.
Jackets Geneva inbounds it out to the towel, and the towel will move it again on the left side over there to Bradbury around the horn to Cool on the right. Into the lane to Bradbury, a collision and traveling call. Bradbury collides with Walls coming through the zone, and they call him with the travel. Jackets inbounded from in front of the Geneva bench, and now as McConnell trots into forecourt, he looks over on the left side and goes there to Walls. Walls into the corner to Theron Hogue. Back out to McConnell. Around to Puskar. Into to Walls along the baseline. A collision charging call. Walls, the baseline wasn't there, tried to go right through Daresol, and Darren picks up the foul.
Parsonot coming back in the game. This is one thing that we're going to check out, but he seems to be a little gimpy, John. He's not quite full strength.
That's the second time this year he's injured that ankle. Out of the ball game is Torrance, also coming out, I believe, is Cool, and we'll check his replacement. Bradbury and Natal are the guards. Cool is still in there. And they go into the corner to Cool, and down low to Parsonot. Ball's loose. Daresol up with it, but a foul called. Shot went in, but it won't count. Foul before the shot. Foul on Waynesburg.
Baron Hogue picking up his fourth. Look out. And this may be a barn burner.
Waynesburg wasted a 16-point lead. That's how far ahead they were at one point in the first half. 10 points at halftime. They were cruising. Geneva comes out of the locker room, breathing fire, and gets right back into it. Now a turnover. Geneva loses it off the inbounds play, and Waynesburg will inbound it in backcourt.
Terry Clark in the lineup, fourth there on Hogue.
That's twice Geneva has come down the floor with a chance to come within 2 points. They've squandered both opportunities. Jackets still lead by 4 as McConnell brings it into the forecourt, goes to Walls. He fakes a drive along the baseline, goes back out to McConnell, takes a long jumper, it's in and out. Rebound to Parsonot for Geneva. He clears it backcourt to Natal, and we come the other way. Geneva, Natal, top of the key, pulls up. Now brings Bradbury out, goes with a shovel pass to him. Now to Daresol in the corner, lobbing it down low. Natal shot up, no good, but a foul call.
Terry Clark just all over Natal. We'll see if he gets him a shooting foul. He probably will.
Yep. Good. 54-52, Waynesburg, 15:07 left. Now we get a call as Waynesburg inbounds it. I believe they've turned the ball over again.
Yeah.
We were screened from the play, but off the inbound play, I believe they're saying somebody's foot was on the line.
This could tie it up.
So now Natal will be able to, or Geneva will be able to tie it if they get a bucket here. They go to Parsonot, puts it up, good. Lee Parsonot ties the game at 15 minutes left to play. Here's Walls, long pass for Waynesburg. Walls to the baseline, loses it out of bounds. Geneva's ball. Darren Walls just lost his dribble on the baseline. It went out of bounds, and this game's out of control. The Jackets need a timeout or something to settle them down. They've squandered a 10-point lead that they had at halftime. We're now tied 54-54. It was 48-38 to start the first second half. McConnell will inbound it for Waynesburg as they've reversed that decision. They say no, Walls didn't. I thought sure I saw the officials signal Geneva's way, but we'll take it. I believe they did reverse that decision. And Rudy Marisa wants a timeout, a coaching timeout, as he's all over McConnell as he comes off the floor. McConnell's getting yanked. Kevin Lee's coming in. Wow. Rudy Marisa is beside himself. 14:50 left to play. We're tied at 54, and we'll be back in a minute. A timeout. Tim McConnell was yanked from the ball game. Kevin Lee inserted at point guard, and the Jackets immediately draw a foul off an inbounds play, and Geneva inbounds it. Now with the score tied 54-54. Down low to Parsonot, puts it up, no good. Rebound Daresol, ball's loose as Daresol lost it out of bounds. It'll be Waynesburg's ball. Big break there for the Yellow Jackets.
Jackets getting a break. Kevin Lee picked up the personal foul right after the throw-in, so that's his first. 54-54.
And Lee running the attack now as the Jackets go to Terry Clark at the corner. Back to Lee around to Puskar. Puskar baseline Walls from deep in the corner. Walls, no good. Rebound Geneva. Pulled down by Cool.
And no boards at all. No boards.
Geneva quickly in the forecourt. Natal on top of the key to Cool. Right back to Natal with a dribble. He'll bring it out near midcourt. Sets up. On the left side it goes. Into the corner to Cool. Back to Natal. Long pass over on the right. Stolen away by Walls. Walls off the steal. Goes to Lee. Lee mishandles the ball. Tracks it down in the corner. Goes back to Puskar. Puskar forces it inside to Walls. Good.
There's an inside game right into Walls. That'll beat you. Great pass by Puskar.
Jackets regain the lead now, 56-54. Geneva's battled back from a 10-point deficit at halftime. They've never led in this game. They try to tie it again with the bucket here. Natal fakes the jumper, goes into the corner. Now low post, Parsonot, he's fouled. Derek Samuels got it with the grab as they went down low to Parsonot. And that'll be team foul 6. Derek picks up Parsonot and another foul, and I believe Samuels got him again.
His fourth. Rudy Marisa up off the bench wondering what's going on in this game.
Again, Waynesburg on top by 2 with 13:29 left to play in the first half. That's team foul 7, so the 1-and-1 is now in. Chris Bill's getting ready to come into the ball game. I believe Samuels will come out with 4 personal fouls. Waynesburg looked extremely strong in the first half, had their way most of the time, had a 16-point lead. Then the second string came in and it shrunk to 10 at halftime. And all of a sudden, Geneva, starting the second half, just came out of the locker room on fire. As Fosnot makes the first and will get the bonus from the foul line, can tie this ball game up once again.
Now, if you look at the games that Geneva's played in, they weren't really blown out of anything.
Fosnot's second is also good. What does that give him tonight?
Fosnot has 16 points.
Okay, so we're tied at 56 now. Some half-court pressure. Their Jackets break it. Long pass Puskar. Baseline drive. Shot up and good. Rich Puskar took charge. He has 10, and it's 58-56 Waynesburg.
Great move by Rich Puskar. He's coming to life. A good assist last time, and now the basket himself.
Fosnot, high post, turnaround jumper, no. Rebounds loose. Lee up with it for Waynesburg. Long pass ahead to Puskar. On the break, shovels at the walls, they throw it away.
Puskar being fancy that time. Instead of going for the short 2 points, he tried a fancy dam pass into Darren Walls, and bang, out of bounds. Rudy Maurice is up.
Jackets still on top by 2, but here comes Geneva with another chance to tie. 12:45 left to play. With the basketball is Bradbury. Bradbury into the corner. Daresall puts it up. It's no good, and a tap up and in, I believe, by Cool.
Cool was the tapper of that one, and he got it. It's 58 all.
Here comes Waynesburg. Clark brings it over the timeline. Now shovels it out to Lee. Lee and Puskar into the corner. It goes to Terry Clark. Back out to Lee. Top of the key. Walls. Jump for Walls. No. Oh, short. Rebound. Foul called on the rebound. Let's see who is on.
Should be possibly on the big. It is. Okay. Boston on his second. 6'10", and he is a presence in there, especially now with they're on Hogue on the bench. Our jumper, also Derek Samuels on the bench, also Rob Montgomery on the bench.
Lee inbounds it to Bills. Bills fires from the side. No good. Rebound. Tap up. No good. Rebound taken by Geneva. Natal runs it into forecourt. Natal pulls up now top of the key, brings it out near midcourt, and they'll set up a play. 12:10 left to play in the ball game. Tied at 58.
Jackets remain in their zone.
Baum has it in the corner. Now to Fosnot. Cross court to Natal. Natal's in the baseline. Pulls up. Brings it outside with a dribble. Again, they work on the left side to Cool. A little pitch and catch over there. Cool looks into the lane. Sees there's something there. There's nothing. They're trying to get it to Fosnot. Now a cross-court pass knocked away, but Cool there to track it down in backcourt. He goes to Daresall in forecourt with a bounce pass. Daresall along the baseline to Cool. Back outside. It comes to Natal. They'll move some people around now. And they continue to work the left side, pitch and catch. High post Daresall through 2 people and a foul called. Daresall trying to dribble through 2 people. Walls went flying, and I believe he may have picked up the foul.
Terry Clark picking up the foul, and that's Terry's second personal. And the Jackets just a ton of fouls in this game. Hold on. This is a safety ball game.
Cliff Daresall now will be at the line, 1-and-1, with a chance to give Geneva for the lead for the first time tonight. They've never led in this game. They've trailed by as many as 16, like the NBA.
The only thing I think maybe Mark Evans is doing is in playing into the Yellow Jackets' hands, shortening the second half, because if he could run the Jackets, he would have a better advantage, them being in the great foul trouble they are. But he's not. He's elected to slow it down using the 45-second clock, and I would say that's a benefit with all our good players on the bench.
Okay, so Cliff Daresall
out of the game, and Kevin Lee in for point guard.
Daresall makes the most. He has 16. It's 60-58. Waynesburg leads, and a foul call off the inbound play as the towel went flying. We get a charge called on Waynesburg.
Whoa! Kevin Lee picking up the charge. So there it is.
In backcourt, McConnell's getting ready to come back in after some words of wisdom from his head coach. Timmy Cheff's back in. Looks like he's breathing fire as he calls a huddle and a little Quaker meeting right under the Geneva basket as the Tornadoes get set to inbound it. They do so outside to Natal. All right, everybody's moving around now as Geneva, leading by 2, going to be very patient. They go cross court to the towel, down low to Daresall. Daresall, turnaround jumper, good.
Daresall's on.
He is.
He's a shooter.
He has 18 points in the basketball game. And with just over 11 minutes left to play, Waynesburg trails by 4.
The Jackets have scored in the second half only 10 points in nearly 9 minutes.
Okay, Waynesburg, fourth court to Clark in the corner. Clark back out to McConnell, top of the key to Walls, around the Puskar. Puskar down low to Bills. Turnaround jumper, Bills, no good, foul call.
He took it to the hoop and he was hammered. Should get a two-shooter. The Jackets have not been to the foul line in the second half. And the foul is on Rod Baum. They say Baum, okay?
All right.
Pronounce that Baum. Rod Baum. Spelled B-A-U-M. Like the boulevard in Pittsburgh. Baum Boulevard.
Bills is 6 for 7 on the season from the charity stripe. He's at the line now and puts the first one through.
And the Jackets remain perfect from the free throw line. 7 for 7 this evening.
And a whistle, timeout call.
No, here's what happened.
All right, a whistle before the foul shot, Frank.
Darren Walls stepped in the lane before the shot was released, and the free throw is disqualified, not even the attempt.
Oh,
so
man.
it's taken away from the Jackets. 62-59. They sure needed that one.
Wow. When it's gone bad, it's really gone bad, huh? All right. Trailing by 3. Waynesburg's back on defense. Here comes Geneva to towel under the timeline. They can smell a victory now, and they haven't had that feeling since late in November. They haven't won a game since before Thanksgiving. They're 1-8. The only team they've beaten was Pitt Bradford in the tournament, and they throw it away.
Well, we need the help like that, and that's called just over-anxious on Geneva's part, trying to grind the lead out, and the Jackets take advantage. This might be a little spark.
Darren Walls into the corner. Bills fires from the side, in and out. It was down, popped out, rebound Geneva. Ahead to the Towel and a fast break. The Towel drive, shoots, no good. Rebound Bills, foul call.
And we'll walk, no, the 1-on-1's not in.
Foul on Geneva.
The Towel picks up 4, so there's a big spark plug for that team. Checking in the lineup, Doug Bradbury for...
I really don't think Mark Evans could afford to do without the Towel. Really, for very long anyway. The Towel goes to the bench. Puskar from the side. Puskar hit. Got a 16-footer.
That was the first real decent shot the Jackets have taken in the second half. Nice open.
Waynesburg trails by 1 as we move inside. 10 minutes left to play in the basketball game. At point guard now for Geneva is the freshman Kurt Kuhl. He's working on the left side with Bradbury, the junior. Bradbury has it now with the dribble, brings it back outside, goes with a bounce pass to Kuhl, into the lane to Fosnot, back into the corner, Baum from the side, good. Ron Baum hit. That is 64-61.
Geneva continues to work the ball against the Jackets zone and hit from the perimeter.
Here comes the McConnell back in at point guard after being benched for a couple of minutes. And Rudy Marisa wants a timeout as the Jackets move into forecourt. 9:27 left to play in the game. Geneva 64, Waynesburg 61. BP1, Geneva leads. 9:27 left to play. My, how things have changed from the first half. In the first half, Waynesburg had 24 rebounds to Geneva's 11. I think that is probably almost reversed so far in the second half. Waynesburg also shot 55% in the first half. Geneva only 48. That's also been reversed. Waynesburg trailing by 3. Goes to Puskar. Down low to Bills on the baseline, and he dribbles it out of bounds. They got into the low post, and Chris Bills just put it right on the baseline.
No doubt about it. Ooh. Well, John, according to this, we were right in the first half. We'll talk about a foul.
All right, a foul called on Walls in backcourt as he's going for the steal. He fouls Kurt Kuhl, and Kurt Kuhl will go to the line with a 1-and-1.
Never trusted Deuce in the broadcasting booth. Deuce gave us false information. It was 12 points. And the
Walls has 16. Puskar has 4. That's far. And I know you were all hanging on the edge of your seats waiting for that. All right, so 1-and-1. No good. Rebounded clock by Waynesburg. Clears it to McConnell. Timmy into forecourt. Timmy, top of the key. Looks inside, now moves over on the left. Pulls up, goes to Walls. Walls in down the lane to the baseline with a power move shot. Air ball. Rebound Geneva. Whoa. Pulled down by Bradbury. He'll clear it in backcourt to Kuhl. And he'll walk it over the timeline. Still a 3-point Geneva lead, now down to 8:45 in the game. Cool at the top of the key, looks left and goes there to Bradbury. He brings it back outside with a dribble, bounce pass cross court to Cool. Cool into the lane, stolen away by Clark. Ahead to McConnell. Jackets on the run. McConnell to Walls. Good. Off the fast break, Darren Walls puts it in, and it's 63-63. 64-63, Geneva lead.
That's the old interception in the paint, and off they go like a shot.
Now some half-court pressure by the Jackets, and a whistle. Timeout called by Geneva. Evans doesn't like that half-court pressure at all. It says, "Why I want to talk to you." 8:11 left to play. Geneva by Walls out of bounds. It'll be Geneva ball. The Walls there to spoil that particular play, and they'll set it up once again. Doing the inbound will be Kurt Cool. And he looks to Bradbury, goes to him. Bradbury starts inside, takes it to the baseline. Now long pass the other side to Cool. One-hander short. Rebound Bills, Waynesburg. Chris looks for the break, goes to Clark. Clark to Walls. Good. How about that? A full court fast break without a dribble. No dribble. Wang, wang, wang. Walls puts it in.
Something very important else happened here. Something else very important, I'll say that again. Clifton Bearsall went down with an ankle, and he is hurting right now. There's a timeout on the floor.
Geneva inbounds it, and almost a steal, but Torrance there to track it down. Now he goes to Natal, who's playing with 4 personal fouls, and Natal back in at point guard, goes on the left side. Back to Natal, over on the right to Bradbury. Down low to Falsnut. Ball knocked loose. Torrance up with it. Shot no good. Torrance rebound. Shot good. Dan Torrance with 4. And it's 66-65, Geneva. The Jackets quickly into forecourt. Now McConnell puts on the break. They'll walk it over and go with a long pass into the corner to Puskar on the right side. Back out to Bills, to McConnell, back to Puskar. Jumper from the side. Puskar hit. 16 points tonight for the junior from Uniontown. Now again, half-court pressure by the Jackets. Natal still in backcourt. Now breaks the timeline with a long pass to Cool. Cool trapped along the side, gets it to Natal, top of the circle. Goes to Falsnut in the lane. Back out to Natal once again. Into the corner it goes. On the left side to Bradbury. High post Falsnut. Back to Cool. Cool right back to Falsnut. Ball knocked away out of bounds. I believe Chris Bills got his hand on it to break it up. He did. It'll be Geneva ball at their baseline.
Jackets are applying the pressure, and it's paying off. The Geneva Golden Tornadoes unable to get the good crisp pass into the paint, and right now they're just fooling around the perimeter. They get a new clock, though, 45 seconds.
Jackets lead by 1, 6:30 to go. They're on Hogue, and Rob Montgomery getting ready to check back in for Waynesburg, both in foul trouble. As Geneva goes into the lane, shot up, Bradbury, no good. Rebound is taken by Dersall, up, no good. Rebounds loose. Dersall tracks it down near the sideline, gets it back outside to Natal. So Dersall's ankle's okay, Frank, no problem there.
Now Puskar down.
Puskar is hurting as they go along the baseline. Shot up, no good. Rebound Bills, and he's whacked. Chris Bills hammered on for the rebound. That'll be team foul 6 on Geneva.
Dan Torrance that time with the hammer. It'll be out of bounds.
One more, and the 1-and-1 will be in both ways. 6:03 left to play in the game. Jackets leading by 1. We'll get the ball at backcourt.
Starting lineup in the game again, John. Right back from Rod Montgomery, Theron Hogue, Rick Puskar, Darren Walls, Tim McConnell.
Clock is stopped because the net is hung up, and they're having just an awful time trying to straighten it out. They still don't have it straightened out.
Yeah, that's the old step ladder.
They're going to need a ladder. Now the ball is hung up in the net, and they finally get that out, but the net is hung up on the rim. And I don't believe they're going to, the Jackets wisely retreat to their bench. Rudy Maurice out to take advantage of this, get a little coaching in. Meanwhile, Geneva's just kind of standing around.
Well, Boomer's not here tonight. Things like that happen when Boomer's not here.
I saw him here earlier. Did you? That working over the official pretty good down there. Also taking advantage of this stop in the action to get a few licks in. In backcourt.
6:03 remaining in the ballgame.
Regulation. They inbound it to McConnell. He brings it across the center stripe. Works it over on the right side. Goes to Puskar. Deep in the corner to Theron Hogue. Back out to McConnell. Top of the key to Walls. Around to Puskar from the side. Puskar hits. He's caught fire now in the second half. He has 18 points. And the Jackets now lead by 3. Here comes Geneva. The forecourt. Dersall is trapped. Flips it to Natal at the top of the circle. They trap the town. They'll back out of it and now go on the left side with the pass into the lane to the big guy. Torrance back around the horn. It goes low post. Marisol. Ball stripped away. Puskar up with a loose ball. Gets it to McConnell. Long past the walls. He puts it up. It's no good. Follow Puskar. Rich Puskar suddenly has 20 points, and the Jackets have taken command once again. Timeout, Geneva. 5:16 left to play. Waynesburg 71. Geneva 66. Be back in a minute.
First National Bank of Carmichael's would like to introduce you to the easy way to save for your retirement. An easy IRA savings plan. Now, even if you're not ready to retire, First National Bank of Carmichael's Easy IRA Savings Plan lets you make tax-sheltered, tax-deductible contributions that earn high interest that is tax-deferred until after you retire. Plus, your savings are insured by the FDIC. Stop by one of First National Bank of Carmichael's 4 offices in Greene County soon to find out how an Easy IRA plan can help secure your future. First National Bank of Carmichael's with offices in Carmichael's, Waynesburg, and Greensboro, Greene County's hometown bank.
So Waynesburg with a little breathing room now. 71-66, 5:16 left to play in the basketball game. And Frank, momentum can swing back and forth in the flick of an eyelash, Kenny.
There's no doubt about it. The Jackets with some defense in the paint, blocking the passing lanes, and that's what was going on before, and that enabled Geneva College to get back into this ball game.
Well, I think it all started when Rudy Marisa finally went back to his original starting lineup. Things suddenly began to happen for Waynesburg.
Well, everyone had a seat to see the game in a different perspective.
Yeah.
And when they came out, they were attacking the whole defensive structure of the Geneva Tornadoes a little bit differently, and their defense is much more active.
Well, there's still a long way to go. 5:15 to go. Jackets lead 71-66. A little half-court pressure by Waynesburg. Geneva breaks it with a pass. They go to Natal now down along the baseline. It goes to Baum, and a ball stolen away. Walls up with a basketball, and a whistle. Jump ball may be called. Let's see, or is it a foul?
It's our ball, John.
All right, it'll be a jump ball off the tie-up. Walls tied up following a good steal by Montgomery. And the Jackets will inbound it in backcourt from the side, right in front of the Geneva bench. They go to McConnell, and he'll bring it over the timeline. Walls and McConnell working. Now the Jackets go into their weave, the 5-man 8, with 4:52 left to go, leading 71-66. They're on Hogue and Puskar working the outside now. Here comes Walls out to take a turn. And they're on Hogue. Fakes into the lane, now goes there to Montgomery, but they bring it right back out to the point. And McConnell, with 20 seconds of shot clock, just walks it over on the right side. Pulls up, takes a jumper. Edge, no good. From the top of the key, rebound taken by Geneva. Pulled down by Torrance, cleared to Natal. Here comes Geneva in the forecourt. Natal goes to Fosnot, back out to Natal, and also getting into the action. Cool. A steal by McConnell. McConnell, 1-on-0 break, lays it up and in.
A stainless steal right in there.
He just picked Natal's pocket. The 2 number 11s on 1-on-1 there. Here comes Geneva into forecourt. Down low to Torrance. Shot up, blocked by Walls. Rebound goes to Waynesburg. Ahead to McConnell. McConnell into forecourt goes to Montgomery. No! The shot up, no good, but a foul called on the play as Montgomery is down. I believe he's going to be all right. He's helped back up to his feet.
They're all over the wrong official. Watch this now. They wanted goaltending on the last call, Geneva, and Mark Evans now is on the right one. Rich Ryan missed the goaltending call, thank goodness. And off the board, Darren Walls got a piece of that ball. Once it hits the board, it's deemed on the downward flight, and that's the way it goes. So the Jackets with a break, but there were a couple missed on the other way, too. So things even out. The personal foul is Fosnot's third, and to the charity stripe, the 17th foul will be Rob Montgomery, who has not scored in this contest.
So the freshman was the first from Alderdice High School in Pittsburgh, misses the first. Robbie's been pretty good, 70% from the line this year so far. An off night tonight. Second one is good. So he finally breaks the ice at 74-66. Here's Geneva quickly to mid-court, but then the Tau puts on the brakes. Now the ball's knocked away by Puskar. McConnell up with it, lays it up and in. Puskar on the steal, McConnell on the money end of the break, and it's suddenly a 10-point Waynesburg lead with 3:41 to go.
A guy named Puskar and McConnell, who both of them together, is a foul. Rich got underneath the player, Doug Bradbury, and committed his fourth personal foul. There's enough time left in this game to do about anything.
Little excuse me kind of foul, but one that has to be called. He going for the steal, just got underneath the man, and the guy came down on top of him. Had to call it. Didn't really cause any harm, but didn't really do anything to screw up the play. It just is one of those things that had to be called. At the line now to shoot. The 1-and-1 is Bradbury, and 76-68. 3:35 left to go. A lot of time. Jackets lead. McConnell with the basketball. Bringing it into forecourt. Now goes to Walls on the outside. Here's the Jacket 5-man weave offense once again. Actually a 4-man weave. Montgomery just stays put. Lob down low to Puskar up and in. The back door was open. Bingo. The Jackets take advantage. Puskar with 22.
His best game ever as a Yellow Jacket.
Geneva into forecourt, almost a steal. The ball is loose. Up with it is Derso. Puts it up. Nice shot, but it doesn't go down. Everything but the shot. Rebound, Frostnod up and down. Derso with a great move. Just wouldn't go down. Hung on the rim. But a real athlete. Frostnod on the follow makes it a 8-point game once again. Waynesburg leads. We're down inside 3 minutes left to play now as Theron Hogue has it, and he's fouled.
He's fouled that time by Kurt Cool.
That looks like a little patty cake as well, but Theron will go to the line to shoot 1-and-1.
Cool picking up his fourth. So Natel with 4, Kurt Cool with 4.
Theron 75% from the free throw line. Well above his average of 9 points a game now. He could have 13 or 14 if he makes them both. The 1-and-1 is good.
That was the first shot from the free throw line for Theron here at Matheny Hall.
Crowd quiet once again as Theron misses the second, but the rebound goes to Walls. Knocked out of bounds, forced out of bounds, they say, by Geneva's Dersol, so Waynesburg will get it right back. How about that?
That's the first free throw the Jackets have missed in this ball game.
And they inbounded to Montgomery. Montgomery outside the Walls, out to Puskar near midcourt. Starts inside, pulls up, goes to Walls. Baseline Montgomery, shoots no good. Follow Puskar. Rich Puskar, 24 points. And it's an 11-point Waynesburg lead now at 2:30 to go. Here's Geneva to Natal deep in the corner. Natal tied up over there, starts inside, forces a shot off the glass, and it's in. Bob Natal with 14 now. Waynesburg getting some heat in backcourt. Walls handling the basketball against Natal. Natal trying to get the charge call, but it wasn't there as he fell down, but good acting job. Here's McConnell into forecourt. Now goes to Walls with a bounce pass. Back to Puskar. Puskar looks to Montgomery, goes there. Now all 5 into that weave. Here's Walls along the baseline. Doesn't drive. Comes back out to McConnell. Less than 2 minutes to go. Theron Hogue, lob baseline. No shot. Comes back outside to McConnell once again. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Theron Hogue fouled. He got a pass started to go by Dersol on the baseline. Dersol with the grab, and T will go to the line.
Dersol picking up his fourth. And Theron comes to the line.
So the Jackets with a 10-point lead at halftime saw it slip away. Geneva actually took a 3-point lead midway through the second half. And with 8 minutes to go, Geneva was still in the lead. But Waynesburg has roared back, now lead with 1 minute and 51 to go, 81-72. And at the line with a chance to increase that is the junior from Washington, D.C., Theron Hogue. Misses the 1-and-1. Rebound Geneva. Long outlet pass to the Tau. He's into forecourt. Drives and shoots. Air ball. Rebound Hogue. Outlet pass to Walls, but a foul called on Geneva. And Hogue will go back to the line, I think.
Bradbury picking up the personal, his first.
My, has this place gotten quiet all of a sudden, Brad?
Well, this one's over, but it was a burner. The fuse was lit, but someone stepped on it. I think a guy named Rich Puskar stepped on the fuse. And
how many points did he have at halftime?
He had 10.
He has 24 now. So he had himself quite a second half. At the line now, once again, 1-and-1 there on Hogue. Missed one just a few seconds ago, and this time it's good. He will have 15 if he converts both of these. And he can make it another 11-point lead. On the way and good. 15 this evening for him. 83-72. Jackets lead. We're down to 1:40 to go in the basketball game as Dersall brings it into forecourt for Geneva. Pass along the baseline to Tao. Shot up and good. That's a senior move. Bob to Tao. Nice athletic move. Waynesburg, fast break. Walls, good. Foul called. Darren Walls took a three-quarter court pass right under the hoop, laid it up and in, and was fouled to boot.
Well, Geneva's playing that stopping Tim McConnell, and it really cost him a ton of points tonight.
They're trying to, if you missed the early part of the game, what they're trying to do, they're trying to double-team McConnell whenever they can off the rebound by Waynesburg to shut down the break. But that just frees up somebody for that long pass like we just saw. Now Geneva wants a timeout. 1:26 left to play in the game. Waynesburg 85, Geneva 74. Be back 6 to go. This one well in hand for the Yellow Jackets as Walls is at the line with a chance for a three-point play. Misses it. Rebound Geneva. Pulled down by Torrance. He's a freshman, 6'7". He's going to be good. They clear it at backcourt to Bradbury. He brings it over the timeline. Has it now at the top of the key. Now goes down low to Mershimer and around the horn to Tao. Jumper in. Tao hits 18 points for him.
And the net gets wounded again. Okay, they flip it out.
This time, no need for a ladder. They take care of things with a basketball. Full court pressure now by Geneva as Waynesburg inbounds it. They get it to McConnell. He's working against the Tao. Gets by him. Into forecourt it comes. McConnell, long pass, baseline Montgomery, back outside the Walls. Less than a minute to go. Walls dribbles through traffic. Now they trap him near midcourt. He gets a bounce pass to McConnell. Starts inside, puts on the brakes, backpedals near midcourt. Looks over on the right side, goes there to Puskar. We get a foul called as McConnell goes flying. He'll go to the line and upon a foul by Geneva.
Doug Bradbury is second. 48 seconds remaining.
Waynesburg by 9. And Tim McConnell, number one foul shooter in District 18, shooting 90% coming in here this evening from the stripe.
Has not been at the free throw line.
You can hear a pin drop as the first one goes through, and he'll get the bonus. And move himself into double figures with this next one. Other games tonight, by the way, another District 18 game. LaRoche is up at Pitt Bradford. Hopefully we'll have that score for you very shortly. Also tonight, Duquesne is playing. WVU is also playing. We'll have those scores. McConnell misses the second. Rebound, Geneva. To the Tao into forecourt. Pumps it in, up off the glass, around the rim and out. Rebound, Geneva, up and in by Dersall. 20 tonight for him. Jackets in backcourt. Walls fouled as they inbounded. Reaching around to foul it was Mershimer, and Walls will walk to the line. Also on Wednesday, another game in Waynesburg is LaRoche will be in town. That's the 15th of the month. Walls makes them both. That ties Puskar for high-scoring honors in the game. 30 seconds left as Geneva, long pass into forecourt, goes to Dersall. He drives and shoots. They just let him go. They don't foul him or anything. He puts it up and down. He is 22. Jackets, McConnell into forecourt, 20 seconds to go. Dribbles through traffic in the circle, brings it back outside. He's fouled near midcourt. And McConnell will go back to the line with 16 seconds left to play.
Bradbury with the personal foul. His third.
Rich Puskar would definitely be it tonight.
He'd be in line for it.
Just a reminder, Midtown Auto Sales does sponsor a man of the game at all home games, and they donate $100 to the Yellow Jacket Booster Club each and every home game in honor of the most valuable player of the game. McConnell misses the 1-and-1. Rebound, Hogue, Waynesburg. Out to Walls, 10 seconds to go. Darren Walls dribbles it out near midcourt. 8 seconds to go as they go to McConnell. McConnell brings it out near midcourt with 4 seconds to go. They're not even going to shoot. Lobs it down low with 1 second to go. And alley oops because it's missed. And the ball goes flying off the rebound. A long one-hander is no good, and that is the end of the ball game. The final score, Jackets win it by 8, 88-80. But boy, they were in a battle here at Geneva tonight. And we'll be back to wrap it up in 1 minute. For the 11th time this year, they are now 11-1 on the season and 3-0 in District 18 play. Geneva, well, the slide continues. Geneva falling faster than Eastman Kodak Stock these days, as their record now goes to 1-9. I've been waiting all night to say that, and they're 0-5 now in District 18. So Waynesburg continues to roll, but it doesn't get any easier because now Westminster will come to town. Westminster coming into Waynesburg Saturday night fresh off a big win up at New Wilmington last night as they knocked off St. Vincent by 1 point, 53-52. So they'll be higher than a kite coming into Waynesburg on Saturday night, going after the defending champ. Waynesburg, after winning tonight, they're lucky to, not lucky I should say, they probably feel fortunate though to do get away with a win here tonight after letting a 16-point lead get away from them. They led at halftime by 10, and then all of a sudden found themselves trailing by 3 with less than 10 minutes left to play in the game. But a little regrouping by Rudy Marissa as he put the original starting 5 back in. They took command and did win it by 8, 88-80. And a win is a win is a win, as coaches like to say, especially when they're playing on the road. They'll take them any way they can get them. So Frank Busick is still tallying up the scorebook. High-scoring honors tonight. There's going to be a tie. Puskar and Walls both with 24 for the Yellow Jackets, but Puskar, 14 of those coming in the second half. Couple of clutch buckets for Puskar from the side that helped Waynesburg regain the lead and win the basketball game tonight. So everybody goes home to Greene County happy, and they have but 2 days to rest up and get ready for the Westminster Titans on Saturday night. Our airtime, by the way, Saturday night from College Gym will be 7:40 p.m. As we mentioned, other games tonight, LaRoche at Pitt Bradford. That's the only other District 18 game tonight. Point Park has an exhibition game, which I don't believe we'll be able to get a score on until tomorrow morning on that one. Aldous and Broadus is at Allegheny Community College to play the Point Park Pioneers. But don't forget, WVU is also playing tonight, as is Duquesne. So those scores should all be coming in just about now. All the games starting at 7:30, and Bill Price will be running those scores down as soon as he gets them for you on WASB. Frank Busick has finished his bookwork. Let's go to him for the scoring wrap-up.
Let's look at the home team, the Geneva Golden Tornadoes. With their 80 points this evening, 18 points, and it was Bob Nattell, the senior guard, and he shot 4 for 4 from the free throw line, 18 points. And Clifton Daresau, the guy we were looking at 22. He was worth looking at. 2 for 3 from the foul line. He had 8 points in the first half and really caught fire in the second half. Kurt Kuehl, he was 5 points in the game, 1 for 3 from the line. Doug Bradbury, 7 points in the game. He shot 5 for 8 from the charity stripe. Rod Baum, 2 field goals for 4 points. Lee Fawcenaut in with 18, 12 of them in the first half. He was 4 for 6 from the free throw line. Dan Torrance with 4 points all from the floor, and Doug Mersheimer with 2 points from the floor in the first half. And the 80 points, there was no one fouled out, either team. So many people with 3 and 4 fouls, though. And the Yellow Jackets, Timmy McConnell in with 9 points, I believe 14 assists unofficially. We'll check that later. He shot 1 for 3 from the foul line. Darren Walls in with 24 points, and he shot 4 for 5 from the line, 10 field goals. Theron Hogue in with 15 points, 3 for 5, plagued with foul trouble, had to sit out majority of the second half. 24 points, Rick Puskar, perfect 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. 11 field goals and 2 for 2 from the line. Tremendous night. Player of the game. Rob Montgomery in with a point, 1 for 2 from the line. 6 points for Terry Clark. He was all from the floor and in the first half, did not score in the second half. Terry Clark. Chuck Collins did not score this evening. Derek Samuels had 6 points in the first half, did not score in the second half. He shot 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Kevin Lee in with 2 points, all in the first half, 2 foul shots. He was 2 for 2 from the line. Chris Bills shot 1 for 1 from the foul stripe. He had 1 point. The Jackets attempted 22 foul shots, and they made 16 this evening. So the Yellow Jackets victorious here in their first league game for real, even though their record was 2-0 in the league. Those games were designated games. They came at the expense of not playing the St. Vincent Bearcats this year, and we picked them up against designated schools. Now they're 3-0 in the league, and they're right up on top, along with Pitt Bradford, ranked high in District 18, and they won tonight 88-80 here at Matheny Hall in Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania.
So if Pitt Bradford should happen to lose that game to LaRoche, they're playing up in Bradford tonight. That means that tomorrow morning, Yellow Jackets would be all alone in first place in District 18. Our next broadcast, we said, Saturday night against Westminster at Waynesburg College. We'll see you at 7:40. For John Loper, for Frank Busick, that's the second time this year I've done that. I'm really losing it, Frank. It's all going away. I think it's age. For Frank Busick, this is John Loper saying so long from Geneva College, where again the final score tonight, Waynesburg 88, Geneva 80. This has been a WANB Sports exclusive.
Yellow Jacket basketball has been brought to you by Stroh's and Stroh Light. Now you're talking good times. And Stroh's is spoken here by Cooper Tires from Cohen Oil Company in Washington.